So in the last class, we have seen how to create Linux virtual machine in AWS cloud using EC2. Let me open our Linux server now. The Linux instance we call it as. So for that we have to open today we'll be learning some of the Linux commands. So before it opens, let us discuss about Linux file system. Linux file system. When we go with this Linux file system, everything in Linux, everything is represented in the form of file only. In Linux, operating system, everything is represented as file. So let us understand using a diagram how the Linux system will be the file system. Linux file system. So when you come to this Linux file system, the root directory is represented as slash. The root directory is represented as what here? Slash. This we call it as root. So now under this root, it goes with the subdirectories. Under this root, it goes with the subdirectories. Like it goes with the directories like main thing is home, where user is going to work is what? Home directory. Then it goes with the user USR. Then it goes with etc. Then optional. Then boot, or you can say library, lib. Then boot. Then bin, like this. Okay. Then now this bin directory, what this bin directory contains is, in this bin directory, your operating system binary files will be available. Operating system binary files will be available. Just a second. This is user. In this etc and opt, in this ECT and opt, we are going to install the softwares. So whenever you want to install any software, that software will get installed in etc or opt to install the softwares like Java softwares or any other softwares, Python, any other programming language softwares. If you want to install any softwares, that will get installed in etc or opt. Okay, and in this home directory we are going to work. We work in home directory. We work in what? Home directory, right? That. So this is the file system, and the major important one, slash is represented as what here? Root. Slash is represented as root here. Now let me check whether, yeah, it has opened. Now log into our account. From the next class, I'll log into this account prior to the class. So where we have created our Linux instance in EC2. In EC2, we have created our Linux instance. Here, you can choose here EC2. And once we choose the EC2, so we want to know what are the instances available. So we have to click on this. Under instances, you can see instances. Now, if you click here, we'll be getting the instances here. Okay. So what instance we have created? Rajtech Linux virtual machine. So in order to start this, make a check mark to this. Make a check mark. And here we have to choose instance state as start instance. See, once we complete our work, we have to do stop instance. Okay. So once all work is done, before you close your Windows now, do this process so that bill will not get generated. Okay. Bill will not get generated. So for that, once we use our software, this Linux virtual machine for learning purpose, once you have done the learning part, before you close, do the stop instance. Already I've done this part. So now I'm going to start the instance. Once instance is started, this connect button will get highlighted. So it's saying the instance state pending. Then once it's started, we'll get started here. Then connect button will get highlighted. Here, the connect button got enabled here, and see the instance state is saying running. Now click on this connect button. Now we are going to connect to this Linux virtual machine using SSH client. So what I should do? Open the folder where we have copied our key value pair. That is key pairs, where we have copied our key pairs. That is Linux practice. Right click here and say show more options. Open Git Bash. Open Git Bash. And here what we need to do? Copy this. Example command is there now down. Copy this. No need to go to this one. No need to use this command chmod, because already we have done. This is only one time process. Only for the first time we need to execute this command. After that it is not required. So next time onwards, whenever you want to connect to our Linux instance, we need to just copy this example. So copy this example. Come back to your Git Bash. Right click and say paste, press enter key. Then type S here. Then we are going to get our $prompt. Now we have connected to Linux virtual machine. Clear up to here? Any questions? No. Clear is the command in order to clear the screen. No. In order to know what is the current working directory, we use the command pwd. Pwd means present working directory. So in which directory we are working? See, home. Under that your users will be created. See the diagram. Under root, home directory will be there. In that home only we are going to work. So all the users will be created under home only. See, the current working directory is under home EC2. Now if you say cd double dot, cd space double dot, remember cd space double dot, it is used for what purpose? To change the directory. Double dot indicates to go to the parent directory. So what is the parent directory of EC2? Home. How to check it? pwd. Now see, the parent directory is home. Now again if you say cd double dot, now if I say pwd, see slash, that is the point what I mentioned. The root is represented by slash here. In the case of Linux file system, the root is represented by slash. Under slash only, these all directories are available. Clear up to here? Any questions? Now to go to home directory, cd home. cd home. Now check it here, present working directory. Now we are in home directory. Now if you say cd EC2 user, EC2 user. Now once again if you say pwd, now we are in under EC2 user, right? So always work in this EC2 user, and in future in the next classes we will be learning how to create users also in Linux operating system. So for now we are going to work in the user called as EC2 user. Now, in this EC2 user, I want to know which files are present. In order to know the list of files, we use the command ls. So we have created one file called as x.java. Now, let us go with some more comments. I want to create some more files here. And we want to create some files. So in order to create the files, we use the command touch. Which command we use to create the files? Touch. And let me go with the file names x.txt space y.txt space z.txt. So we are creating totally 3 files. Okay. So what is the use of touch command? Use it to create new files. Use it to create new files. Touch x.txt, y.txt and z.txt. Okay. Now, once we create these files, I want to know the list of files present in your directory now. So what command we use? ls. So what are the files we are having? See, x.java, x.txt, y.txt and z.txt. So what is the use of ls command? I'm just writing here. What is the use of this? To list the files. To list the files. Now, when we use the command ls-l, ls-l. So this is called as long listing. -l means long listing, means it's going to show the permissions for your file. Okay, and what are the files here? x.java, x.txt, y.txt and z.txt. So in order to show the long listing, we make use of what? ls-l. Okay, so by default it goes with alphabetical order. For example, if you say touch abc.txt, then we go with bca.txt and pqr.txt, some files. Now if I say ls-l, see, it's showing the files here, abc.txt, bca.txt and pqr.txt. Okay, so these are the files what we have created. Now, if you want to display in reverse order, we use the command ls-r. Let me say like this, ls-r. See, it's showing in the reverse order. See, let me show like this, ls-lr. lr is to long listing reverse order. See, it is displaying, see, long listing in reverse order. Okay, and in order to see the hidden files, we use the command ls-la. See, you can see the hidden files here. .ssh. The hidden files are indicated by using dot. The hidden files are indicated by using what you see? Dot here. Okay. Now, what are the commands here? ls to list the files. $ls-l to list the files or to long listing. -l means long listing. $ls-r to list the files in reverse order. Then $ls-lr, this is for long listing reverse order. $ls-la long listing hidden files, and to display hidden files. Okay, Clear up to here? Any questions? Now let us see how to create a directory. Let us see how to create a directory. So in Windows, we call it as folder. In Linux, we call it as directory. Whenever you want to create a directory, in Linux, we make use of the command mkdir. We use what command? Mkdir, and you can go with the directory name. I'm going with the name my directory. Then see ls-l. See the directory has been created for us, and the directories are highlighted in blue color. It's showing in blue color. How to know that this is a directory? See, when you go with the files, it starts with hyphen symbol. When you go with the files, it starts with hyphen symbol, and for directory, it's going to start with the letter D. So by seeing this letter D, we can know that it's a directory, right? So how to create a directory? mkdir. Use it to create a directory. Example, $mkdir, my directory. Now I want to open this directory. What are the directory we have created? I want to enter into the directory. So what command we have to use? Cd mydir. So now we are in which directory now? Mydir. How to check it? PWT. So when we say PWT, what it's going to give? We are working in what directory now? Mydir. Okay. Here. So even let me write this one. PWT. Present working directory. mkdir is for what purpose? To create the directory. So now we are in which directory? Mydir. In this, I want to create some files. So whenever you want to create files, which command we have to use? Touch. Touch, let me say a.txt, b.txt, and c.txt. Now if I say ls-l, see, these files are available in our directory. Now let me go back. cd space double dot. cd space double dot. Now let us create one more directory. Let us create one more directory. How to create? mkdir my data. I'm creating one more directory called as my data. Now see ls-l. You can see two directories we have created, my data and my dir. Now I want to delete this directory. I want to delete the directory. So I want to delete which directory? My data. So whenever you want to delete the directory, we use the command rmdir. Rm means remove. Remove directory. What is the name of the directory? My data. What is the name of the directory? My data. Okay. Now see ls-l, the directory has been now deleted. The directory is deleted. So what command we have to use? $rmdir to delete the or to remove the directory. To remove the directory. Deletes the directory if the directory is empty. It's going to delete the directory only if it is empty. Okay. So if the directory is empty, then only it can able to delete. Now check it here. So in my dir, already we are having some files. Check it whether it's having files. cd my dir, and if you say ls-l, see it's having 3 files, right? It's having 3 files. Now let me say cd double dot. Now if I try to delete this rm dir, what is the directory name? My dir. See, it's failed to remove. Failure to remove my dir because directory not empty. So what is the solution now? I want to delete this my dir. So whenever you want to delete a directory which already contains some files, then we use the command rmdir -rf my dir. Okay, -rf my dir. This command is not working. It's already there. Rm. Okay. So we'll check it. Let me check with rm-rf my dir. Yeah, that is deleted. So even though it is not empty, we can delete. So rmdir my data, or we can even use rm. Simple rm my data. That is also fine. Now this command $rm -rf my dir. What is the use of this command? Deletes the directory even if it is not empty. Deletes the directory even if it is not empty. R means recursive. R means recursive. F means forcefully. So you can use this command in order to delete a directory even if it is not empty. If I just use only rmdir or rm to delete a directory, this directory should be empty, then only it can delete. If you want to delete a directory, if it is not empty, we have to use this option -rf. Clear up here? Any questions? The next command, see here, we are having the files here like x.java. I want to delete this file. I want to delete this file. So in order to delete the file, we can use the command rm x.java. rm x.java. See now ls-l. See that x.java is not available. So what is the use of this command? $rm x.java to remove the phone. To remove or delete the file. Right? We can even delete the file or directory using rm command. Right? Now, let us move to the next one. Rm one more command. Let me not show this. Just rm star.txt to delete all the txt files. Star indicates all the files present in your folder with the extension .txt. If you say rm star.star to delete all the files, right? Next one. Now we want to create a file in our folder. By using touch, we have created the file, but we did not add the data into the file. Now we want to create a file with the data. In order to create a file with the data, we use the command $cat. $cat greater than, let me go with the name. We are having, okay, ABC, all these things are there. Now let me go with the name xyz.txt. What is the use of this file? To create a file with the data. To create a file with the data. Now, let me show this. Cat greater than symbol xyz.txt. Now, see our cursor is there. It's not visible for us properly. That's the reason it did not show. So, you can see here, cursor is there. So here we can type the data. So let me say like hello to all. Welcome to Raj Technologies. Then, so in order to come out of this, we have to press Ctrl C. Ctrl C to come out. Okay. So what is the use of this command? $cat greater than xyz.txt to create a file with the data. Then you can go with some data to terminate. Type the lines and press Ctrl C to terminate. Press Ctrl C to terminate. Okay. Now, in order to see the content present in your file, we have to use the command cat xyz.txt, no greater than symbol. If you just say cat xyz.txt, our content will be shown to us. So what is the use of this command? Cat xyz.txt without greater than symbol to display the content of the file xyz.txt. So if I want to see the content of the file, we have to use simple cat command. If I use greater than, we can type the content and that content will be stored in this file. Now, the next one, I want to append the data to the file. So already I have created this file with some content. Already we are having the content present in this file. Already we are having content present in the file. Now I want to append some more data here. So for that we have to use cat two greater than symbols xyz.txt. Now cursor is blinking. Let me say here like good evening. Press Control C to terminate. Now if I say cat xyz.txt, now you can see the new content got added here. See, good evening. Okay, so what is the use of this command? Cat two greater than symbols xyz.txt to append data to the file. To append data to the file. Right? Now, when you are displaying the content, I want to even display the line numbers. So here we are having one empty line now. Let me do one thing. Let me remove this file and recreate it once again. rmxyz.txt. Let us create the file again. Cat greater than symbol xyz.txt. Now type the content. Hello to all. Welcome to Raj Technologies. Good evening, like this. Control C to terminate. Now, when you say cat xyz.txt, it's showing our content. Now, I want to display the content with the line numbers. To display the content with the line numbers, we use the command cat-n xyz.txt. See, it's showing our content with line numbers. So, what is the use of this command? $cat-n xyz.txt to display the data with line numbers. To display the data with line numbers. Now I want to display the data from bottom to top. This is our bottom line. This is our next line like this. So to do that, go with the command reverse way. TAC xyz.txt. First it's showing saying good evening, welcome to Raj Technologies, hello to all. So reverse order. So what is the use? TAC reverse. So cat reverse TAC xyz.txt. What is the use of this command? To display data in reverse order of lines, that is bottom to top. Clear? All these comments up to here. Any questions? Please practice this. Then how to come out of this? Exit. To come out of this Linux virtual machine, we have to use which command? Exit. Then it comes to our git bash. So $exit to exit the Linux virtual machine. Now once we come out, close this window, come back to your Amazon Web Services, AWS, and see. So we are having the instances running now. This is the instances running. This is the instance running now. So what you have to do is we have to stop this. Go to this instance state and say stop instance. Okay. Go to this stop instance and click on this stop button. It will show the instance status stop button. This one we have to do because if the instance is running, Bill will be generating for us So for that reason, once we practice, we have to stop it. It is stopped now. Okay. Then you can sign out. Sign out from this AWS. Okay. So please practice these commands. And in tomorrow's class also, we'll be learning some more new commands related to Linux. Okay. All right. So thank you. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Thank you.